ध्वजा विराज कांधे मुझ जनेऊ साज शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर नाम काज करिबे को आतु प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिया हिंदिकावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे पाय सजीवन लखन जी आए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत सुम भाई सहस वदन तुम रोजस गाओ अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगाओ सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद शारद सहित गोविंद काय सके कहते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवा कीन्हा राम मिलाय रजपद दीना तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लांकेश्वर भय सब जग जान जुग सहस्त्र जो जन पार भानु लील्योताहि मधुर पल जान प्रभु मुद्रिका मिले मुख माहि चलनि लांगी गाए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे देते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतनाज्ञा बिनु पेसारे सब सुख लाहे तुम्हारी शरणा तुम्हारा चक काहू को धरना आपन तेज समारो आपे तीनों लोक हंगते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनाओ नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीर संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम बचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा दीन के काज सकल तुम साज और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा हे प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियार साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पास सदा रहो रघुपति के दास तुम्हारे भजन राम को पाओ जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसराओ अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहन जन्म हरि भक्त कहै और देवता चित्त न धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कते मिते सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलवीर जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई जो सतवार पाठ कर कोई Chuta hi bandi mahasukha hoy. Joya pare Hanuman Chalisa, Oya Siddhi Saki Gaurisa, Tulasidas Sada Hari Chera, Kijena Hridaya Mahandir. Tanaya Sankatarhadana Mangala Murti Rupa Ramalakana Sita Sahita Hridaya Vasa Surabupa Mangala Murti Martanandam Sakala Amangala Nikandam Mangala Murti Marutanandam Sakala Mangala Mula Nikandam. Calling out to hungry hearts everywhere through endless time. You who wander, you who thirst, I offer you this heart of mine. Calling out to hungry spirits everywhere through endless time. Calling out to hungry hearts, all the lost and the left behind. Gather round and share this meal. Your joy and your sorrow, I make it mine. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Sitaram 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 Sitaram. Sitaram 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 Sitaram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Hare Rama 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 Sita Rama Rama Rama. Hare Rama 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 Sita Rama Rama Rama. Hare Rama 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 Sita Hare Rama 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 Sita Rama Rama Rama. Hare Rama 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 Sita Rama Rama Rama. Hare Rama 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 Sita Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Ram.
Hello, hello, hello. One. It's working. All right. It's always like I feel either like a police officer or a performer with this vintage equipment. Well, it looks pretty vintage, right? I mean, I think it's probably made in 1978, but you know, we like to recycle. It's Svaha Yoga. Hi Gus, hi Pat. Criticizing your equipment live on YouTube. It's gonna backfire at me for sure. Yeah, you bait it out. You know, I like living on the edge. All right, so let's start by closing the eyes, wherever you are. Yeah, it is Wednesday afternoon, and here we are. Not with Patrick, as you probably noticed. So if you haven't met me before, my name is Hila. I'm here subbing for Pat this one time. And it's a level 3 class, and the focus of the week is balances. So we're going to have a lot of fun, or a lot of torture. Depends how you're going to look at it. So first, just make sure that you're sitting high and tall. Maybe you've chosen to grab a block, or maybe you're just happy to sit in half a lotus or a full lotus already. But wherever you are, really make sure that you're sitting on the back of your sitting bones. So you really have a long, beautiful spine. And then maybe even roll the shoulder backwards just a little bit. So, you know, you're going to find this sense of expansion in the chest and the heart. And then relax the knees, relax the hands on the thighs, relax the face, the mouth, the lips. And just really take a moment to arrive to your mat. So, you know, whether it's your first visit, whether you've been here 1,000 times, it's always just nice to take a moment, you know, allowing the mind to catch up with the body. And then let's bring the hands to the heart in Namaste. We're going to close the practice with 3 times Om. So you want to begin by exhaling everything out. Taking a deep breath, inhale, fill up. And then fill up a little bit more. Bowing your head down and dedicating your practice to something or someone other than yourself. Maybe towards something which is currently present in your life, maybe something you'd like to transform. And then when you're done with the dedication, bring the hands back to the knees and keep the eyes closed. So it's the 30th of September. We are finishing the topic of this month, which is the Yoga Sutras. And I would like to finish today with really one of the most valuable sutras that you can find in the book. So whether you are interested in reaching enlightenment or just, plan to ignore yoga entirely and just here to break a sweat, please remember this one sutra. It will be very helpful to you in keeping a peaceful mind in your daily life. You may not have great goals in mind, but or maybe you have too many goals, but then just try and follow this one sutra very well and you will see its efficiency. So the sutra goes like this. By cultivating attitudes of friendliness towards the happy, compassion for the unhappy, delight in the virtuous, and disregard towards the wicked, the mind retains its undisturbed calmness. Because who wouldn't like serenity of mind always? Who wouldn't like to be happy always? Everybody wants that. So Patanjali, the author of the Yoga Sutras, gives us 4 keys towards that: friendliness, compassion, delight, and disregard. And just take these 4 keys with you and you will see that they will assist you in opening any lock you'll come across. So for example, when you see a happy person, use the friendliness key. And why would Patanjali say that? Because even 4,000 years ago, there must have been people who were not happy at seeing others happy. Looks like nothing ever changes, right? It's still the same way. When someone has a lot of money, a big house, a big car, when someone gets a promotion or a higher position, there are always going to be people around who are going to feel envy or jealousy. People who are going to try and put that person down. So when you see a happy person, when you meet a person who has something you wish you had too, send them a blessing. Befriend them. Use that jealousy or envy as a guiding torch to shine the way to what you wish to have in your life. You will be surprised what a difference it will make to the landscape of your mind. And then the unhappy people, it's really easy to judge them, right? It's really easy to get irritated or hurt by them. Happiness makes many of us selfish, self-centered, aggressive, closed up. So instead of judging these people, see if you can lend them a hand. And if lending a hand or opening yourself to their unhappiness is too much, see if you can find a sense of compassion towards them, show mercy. And even if this mercy isn't going to help them, at least it's going to help your peace of mind. And then come the virtuous people. When you see someone virtuous, instead of calling out that good old envy, rejoice with them. Feel delighted, feel inspired. Try and imitate the quality that you find attractive in them. Practice in bringing this quality into your own life. And then lastly, the wicked ones. We come across wicked people all the time, right? And sometimes we are the wicked people. You skip one coffee, you had one fight with your boyfriend, you had one shitty day at work, and here you are, a dragon, spitting fire on others because you had a shit day. And so our attitude towards the wicked should be indifference, because we all have bad days, and sometimes we also have bad months or bad years. Don't get involved in the story of the wicked. Don't try to advise them. Just let them do their thing. And when the time is right, a sense of awareness will begin to present itself to them. But it's not your job to enlighten those people. So remember these 4 attitudes: friendliness, compassion, gladness, and indifference. These 4 keys should always be in your pocket. And if you use the right key with the right person, you will retain your peace of mind. Nothing in the world is going to upset you. Remember, the entire purpose of the Yoga Sutras is to find a serene mind. It's not about headstands, it's not about handstands, it's not about having a gorgeous, beautiful practice. It's about practicing the mind. This is what we're here for. So we're going to open the practice with a chant. We're going to chant for everyone, for the wicked, for the happy, unhappy, animals, plants, trees. Loka samasta, sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Let's exhale everything out. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale it out. And here we go. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Going up. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Going up. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Closing with Om Shanti. Om Shanti. 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 Taking a deep breath, inhale, fill up. Lekker meisjes. Yeah, it's not very politically correct, but it's always fun to just have a little bit of a feminine power. What are we going to do? We're going to come to a child pose. We're going to do a Gusta style, although it's a Patrick class. We're going to start with a headstand because we're working on balances. So remove the prop you're sitting on. Maybe just give the legs a little shake first, and then make your way to a child pose. If you need to use the wall, please do not be shy. It doesn't mean that you're less of a yogi or less of a person. It just means that you need to use the wall. If in your moon day and you cannot or do not want to come to a headstand, you know, think of something. If you're participating in a level 3 class, you've probably done this a million times. So you can stay in a twist, in a child pose, and then maybe you can take a twisted variation of that twist. So there's always something to do. Hey, I am back. Hello. So 2 minutes, a headstand, and otherwise you're just doing something else. Once you're going to find yourself in a headstand, make sure that you're going to flex your feet. And you really want to engage the belly. You want to make sure that the ribs are kind of like in instead of pushing them out. And if a headstand is really easy practice for you, maybe just work on the breath. Maybe close the eyes, find stillness. Make sure that you're relaxing the shoulders. If you're the wall, you can always attempt and play with finding stability. Maybe also remembering that nobody is going to be impressed with how long you're going to stay upright. So if you feel that you're done, simply come down. Otherwise, stay up for another 10 breaths. Long inhalations, long exhalations. Then once you've exhaled your 10th out breath, see if you can bring the feet down to the mat while keeping the legs straight. So you really have to work on your core. And maybe you're not there yet, maybe today is not the day. You just have a sense of curiosity. Once you find yourself coming down, making your way to a child pose. If you're still up warming up, we will go up again this class. So keep your stamina. And then once you've had enough time to be in a child pose, maybe come back to your spot, maybe stay where you are, but either way, spread your mat out, make your way to hands and knees, and let's come to downward facing dog. And just take a moment to find your dog. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Maybe take a moment here to walk your dog, stretching out. Maybe check in with your alignment, so come to a plank, make sure that your hands and your feet are exactly where you want them. So if you need to shuffle your feet and your hands, it means that your downward facing dog is too short. Whenever you're ready, begin walking the hands towards the feet. Baby steps. When you reach to the feet, bend the knees deeply, lay the chest on the thighs, relax the head, the neck, the arms, shaking the head, yes, no, maybe so. Let's just interlace the hands behind the back and take a moment to open the shoulder area after the headstand. Make sure that the feet are parallel to each other, make sure that your toes are relaxed. Give the head a little shake. Relax the head and neck. Make sure, yeah, exactly. Alright, and then we're gonna let go of the hands, bend the knees again, give everything a little shake. And we're gonna rise up slowly, one vertebra at a time, or really fast if you're impatient. And just remember this impatience, as we're gonna go through Surya A and B without a break. Let's bring the hands to the heart. Find your Tadasana. Bring the tailbone down, engaging the belly. Let's exhale everything out. Taking a deep breath in. Exhaling everything out. On your next inhalation, gently open the eyes. Bending the knees, hooking the thumbs, rise up. Exhale, fall over the legs. Inhale, look up, prepare. Exhale, right foot back, left foot follows, downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhaling. Exhale it out. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Inhaling. Exhale it out. Let's do one more breath in. Exhale everything out. On your next inhalation, come forward to a plank. Exhale, come all the way to the mat first. Inhale, Bhujangasana. You're going to have plenty of vinyasa, as I promise. And then curl the toes under back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's do one more inhale here. Exhaling everything out. On your next inhalation, lift the right leg up in the air, bringing in between the hands. The left foot is going to follow. We're going to fall over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees with the thumbs, rise up. Exhale, back to Namaste. Again, inhale, bend the knees with the thumbs, rise up. Exhale, fall over the legs. Inhale, look up, prepare. Exhale, left foot back, right foot follows, downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhaling. Exhale it too. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Inhale. Exhale it 4. Let's do one more breath in. Exhale it 5. On your next inhalation, come forward to a plank. Exhale again, all the way down to the mat. Inhale, Bhujangasana, open heart and chest, but not the neck. Curling the toes under, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking a deep breath in, taking a deep breath out. On your next inhalation, lift the left leg up in the air, bringing it in between the hands. Right foot is going to follow, we're going to fall over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees with the thumbs, rise up. Exhale, back to Namaste. Again, inhale, bend the knees with the thumbs, rise up. Exhale, fall over the legs. Inhale, look up, prepare. Exhale, shooting left foot back, right knee 90 degrees, reaching up, Anjaneyasana. Inhale from the fingertips. Exhale, settle in. And make sure that the front knee is really 90 degrees. So if you need to move to improve, please do so. Don't stay somewhere that doesn't really work for you. And breathe. Let's take one more inhale a little higher. Exhale, both arms down to the mat, downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhaling. Exhale it out. Let's take one more breath in. Exhale everything out. On your next inhalation, lift the left leg up in the air, bringing in between the hands, left knee 90 degrees, feet in the hip width, get into it, rising up, Anjaneyasana. So front knee 90 degrees, back leg super straight. And make sure that you're not leaning forward, but keep on bringing the trunk of the body a little bit further back. So you're really opening up here. Let's do one more inhale, a little higher. Exhale, both arms down to the mat. Downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhaling. Exhale it out. Let's do one more breath in. Exhale it out. On your next inhalation, lift the heels high, bend the knees deeply, jump forward in between the hands, falling over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees with the thumbs, rise up. Exhale, back to Namaste. Again, inhale, bend the knees with the thumbs, rise up. Exhale, fall over the legs. Inhale, look up, prepare. Exhale, shooting left foot back, right knee 90 degrees, reaching up, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, settle in. Maybe you have the space to take your upper arms behind your ears. Maybe you're just happy to be where you're at. Make sure that you're going to straighten that front leg, that back leg completely, and relax the shoulders. Yeah, much better. Let's do one more inhale, a little higher. Exhale, both arms down to the mat, downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in. Taking a deep breath out. Inhaling. Exhale it out. Let's do one more breath in. Exhaling everything out. And next inhalation, lift the left leg up in the air. Bring it in between the hands. Left knee 90 degrees, feet in hip width, both arms up. Anjaneyasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, settle in. Make sure that the left knee is not coming, that the left hip is not coming forward, so the hips are square. And then bring the upper arms behind your ears if you've done so on the other side. And let's do one more inhale, a little higher. Exhale, both arms down to the mat, downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhaling. Exhale it out. One more breath in. Exhale it out. On your next inhalation, lift the heels high, bend the knees deeply, jump forward as lightly as you can, falling over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees with the thumbs, rise up. Back to Namaste, third round. Inhale, bend the knees with the thumbs, rise up. Exhale, fall over the legs. Inhale, look up, prepare. Exhale, shifting left foot back, right knee 90 degrees, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, settle in. Take one more inhale to reach a little higher. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart in Namaste. One more inhale to open the heart in the chest. Exhale, we're going to twist towards the right. So left upper arm is on your left thigh. And make sure that the right elbow is shooting up to the sky and not the wall behind you. And think about making yourself super long. So bring the crown forward, shoot it back to the back. On your next inhalation, looking down, both hands on each side of the right foot, back to downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhaling. Exhale it out. Let's do one more breath in. Exhale it out. On your next inhalation, lift the left leg up in the air, bring it in between the hands, left knee 90 degrees, rising up, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, lengthen first. Exhale, find your balance, otherwise it's going to be really wobbly. Another inhale here. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, open the heart in the chest. Exhale, twist towards the left. Immediately shoot that left elbow up to the sky. And that would really remind you that you need to bring your crown forward. So instead of thinking about twisting, think about lengthening. And see how this really helps the balance. Straighten that back leg completely. Yeah. On your next inhalation, looking down, both hands on each side of the left foot, downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhalation, come forward to a plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows in. Inhale, roll over the toes, open the heart in the chest. Curling the toes under, Adho Mukha Svanasana. We take a full breath in and we take a full breath out. On your next inhalation, come forward to a plank. Exhale, we're going to place the right hand underneath the right shoulder, open up to Vachista Asana. If you'd like to grab your big toe in Yogi Toe Lock, be my guest. Otherwise, just stay where you are. And while you're lifting your hips higher, make sure that you're going to keep on bringing the pubic bone forward so you're not leaning back. Yes. Let's do one more inhale, a little higher. Exhale, top arm down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open the heart, open the chest, roll the shoulder backwards, curling the toes under, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhalation, come forward to your plank. Left hand underneath the left shoulder. Open up the Asana on the left side. Make sure you're doing the same variation as the other side. And do the best you can to stack both feet on top of each other so the top leg is also up. Yeah, kind of messes up your balance. Lift a little higher, bring the pubic bone forward. Let's do one more inhale here. Exhale, top arm comes down. Slow Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open the heart, open the chest. Curling the toes under, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhaling. Exhale it out. Let's do one more breath in. Exhale it out. In your next inhalation, lift the heels high, bend the knees deeply, jump forward in between the hands, falling over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees with the thumbs, rise up. Exhale, back to Namaste. Inhale, circle the arms, see your thumbs. Exhale, fall over the legs. Inhale, look up, prepare. Exhale, jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open heart and chest. Curling the toes under, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more inhale here. Exhaling everything out. On your next inhalation, lift the right leg up in the air, bring it in between the hands. Left heel down on the mat, Virabhadasana 1. Inhale, reach up from the fingertips. Exhale, settle in. Make sure that the back heel is down on the mat. Yes. Make sure that you're really going to press that back heel down so much until you're going to lift the inner part of the left shin. Relax the shoulders. Relax the toes of the front foot. Take one more inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, open up to Warrior 2. You want to sit a little bit more deeply than you think you can. My love, that you can really move your feet more. 590 degrees, and then bring the trunk of the body to the middle. So you're leaning forward. Yeah, keep the knee where it is. Yeah, much better. On your next inhalation, bring both arms down to the mat, Chaturanga Dandasana or downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's do one more inhale for the road. Exhale it out. On your next inhalation, lift the left leg up in the air, bring it in between the hands. Right heel down on the mat, Virabhadasana 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, settle in. You really want to press that back heel down. This is really going to be your anchor to rotate the hips, the chest, the heart open. Sit a little bit more deeply than you think you can. Yes. One more inhale, a little higher. Exhale, open up to Warrior 2. So you're going to sit as deep until somebody is going to be able to put a cup of tea or a glass of beer, if this is your thing, on your thigh. And then the trunk of the body is always in the middle, so you're not reaching forward or back. Arms are in line. That includes the back arm too. Yes. On your next inhalation, bring both arms down to the mat. Chaturanga Dandasana or downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in. Taking a deep breath out. Inhaling. Exhale it out, spreading your fingers wide. Let's do one more breath in. Exhale it out. On your next inhalation, lift the heels high, bend the knees deeply, jump forward in between the hands. Falling over the legs. Inhale, circle the arms, rise high, see your thumbs. Exhale, back to Namaste. Again, inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, look up, prepare. Exhale, jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Curling the toes under, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhalation, lift the right leg up in the air, bring it in between the hands. Left heel come down to the mat. Virabhadasana 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, settle in first. Inhale a little higher. Exhale, open up. One inhalation to flip the palms towards the ceiling. Exhale, find reverse warrior. Front knee still 90 degrees. sure that you can see the big toe even here. So you don't want that knee to fall inwards. Then the right palm is turning towards the wall behind you. Yes. On your next inhalation, count to 4 to come back to warrior 2. Exhale, straighten front leg, lift and pick up. Inhale, reach all the way forward with the front arm. Exhale, right hand outside right shin, or maybe you're going to grab hold of your big toe, Utthita Trikonasana. Remember, we're not thinking about reaching down, we're thinking about opening up. Now imagine a wall behind you and begin to lean against that wall. So that means that you really need to open your heart in the chest if it's falling inwards. On your next inhalation, come to stand on straight legs. Exhale, bend the front knee, warrior 2. Inhale, bring both arms down to the mat. Chaturanga Dandasana, or downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhalation, lift the left leg up in the air, bring it in between the hands, right heel down on the mat, Virabhadasana 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press that back heel down. Inhale a little higher. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. One inhalation to flip palms. Exhale, reverse warrior. Sit deeply into that front knee, rotating the palm of the left hand. Make sure that you're really protecting that knee by not allowing it to fall inwards. Yeah. So it's a really deep seat. On your next inhalation, count to 4 to come back to warrior 2. Exhale, straighten front leg, lift the kneecap. Inhale, reach all the way forward. Exhale, hand is outside at the shin. Or you're going to grab hold of Yogi Tolo if you've done so on the other side. And you really have to lift your left kneecap. So again, it's not so much about reaching forward as much as it is about opening up. Make sure that you're not flopping your arm behind you so the arms are in line. Yeah, exactly. On your next inhalation, count to 4 to come back to stand. Exhale, bend front knee, warrior 2. Inhale, bring both arms down to the mat. Chaturanga Dandasana, or downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhaling. Exhale it out. Let's do one more breath in. Exhaling everything out. On your next inhalation, lift the heels high, bend the knees deeply, jump forward in between the hands, rolling over the legs. Inhale, circle the arms right high. Exhale, back to Namaste. Again, inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Curling the toes under Adha Mukha Svanasana. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhalation, lift the right leg up in the air, bring it in between the hands. Left heel come down on the mat. Virabhadasana 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, square the hips, the chest, the heart. Inhale, a little higher. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reach all the way forward. Exhale, right hand outside the right foot, reaching up with the left arm. And bring that arm overhead. Once you made sure that you're really pressing that back heel down fully. Now try and lick your own armpit. You don't have to do it, but just try to make sure that you really have a long neck. On your next inhalation, bring the left hand to the left hip, right hand shuffles outside the right foot, pop up out of Chandasana. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Flexing that left foot like your life depends on it, and you really have to lift that right kneecap. Don't let it bend. Yes. Let's do one more. Inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, listen carefully. Left arm comes down, square hips first, we're rotating. On your next inhalation, bring the right hand to the heart center, reaching up with the right arm. That means that your left leg stays as high as it was. So we just rotated the half moon. So the right arm is up, the left leg is up. Yeah. Keep on flexing that left foot. Let's do one more inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, right arm comes down. Square hips first, jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Or maybe just step back to downward facing dog. At least you know what's coming now, so it's going to be much easier or worse, depending on which path you choose with your mind. On your next inhalation, lift the left leg up in the air, bring it in between the hands. Right heel come down to the mat, Virabhadasana 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, find your warrior first. Inhale a little higher. Exhale, open up warrior 2. On your next inhalation, reach all the way forward with the front arm. Exhale, placing left hand outside the left foot, reaching up with the right. Really make sure that you're pressing that back heel down completely. So you really start a line that shoots through your fingers. And then try and reach your armpit with your tongue, just to make sure that you have a really long neck. So we don't want to jerk the neck looking up or to the side or whatever. Here we go. On your next inhalation, bring the right hand to the right hip, left hand shuffles outside the left pinky toe. Hop up, Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe it takes 1, 2, 3 startups. Not really interesting to anyone but yourself. Keep on lifting your left kneecap. Keep on flexing that right leg. Let's do one more inhale. Reach a little higher. Exhale, the right arm comes down. Square the hips first. Bring the toes of the right foot towards the floor. Inhale, bring the left hand to the heart space first. Exhale, you're going to reach up with the left arm, twisting towards the other side. Yeah. Keep on flexing that right foot. Flex, flex, flex. Yes. Let's do one more inhale. Reach a little higher. Exhale, top arms come down. Square hips, jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Or maybe just downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more inhale here. Exhale it out. In case anyone has missed it, let's do one more vinyasa here. Come forward to a plank. Exhale, elbows in. Roll over the toes. Back to downward facing dog. On your next inhalation, lift the right leg up in the air. Bring it in between the hands. Walk your fingers a little bit further out. You have a long belly, and then hop up. Standing splits. We're going to begin by grabbing hold of the right ankle with the right hand. And maybe you're going to grab hold of the ankle with the left hand too. Yeah, so we're working on balances, right? Wherever you are, relax the head, the neck, the mouth. Let's do one more inhale here. Exhale, both hands down to the mat, back to downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Your next inhalation, lift the left leg up in the air, bring it in between the hands. Walk your hands outside, outwards a little bit, and then hop up, standing splits. So the longer your belly will be, the easier it will be to kind of reach down. Grab hold of the ankle with the left hand. Maybe you're going to reach with the right hand too. Make sure that you're squaring your hips. Don't allow that right hip to open up. Yeah, messes up your balance. Very gently bring both hands down to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more inhale here. Exhaling everything out. One last time on your next inhalation, come forward to a plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open the heart, open the chest. Curling the toes under Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhalation, begin walking the hands towards the feet. Baby steps. When you reach to the feet, bend the knees deeply, lay the chest on the thighs. Maybe give yourself a little shake. And whenever you're ready, we're going to grab hold of the big toes in Yogi Toe Lock. And then in your own time, begin to straighten your legs, but make sure that you're not going to do it all at once. So with every inhalation, you're going to lengthen your spine. And with every exhalation, you're going to lengthen your belly. Relaxing the head, the neck, the mouth. And be finding a little bit more space to fall forward once you simply surrendered. Very gently let go of the big toes, bend the knees again, give everything a little shake. Maybe you want to swing your arms from side to side. Very gently, really take your time to rise up. You don't want to space out too much. Alright. We're going to come to a tree, to Vrikshasana, and we're going to open up afterwards, so make sure that you have space to your right and to your left. Bring your attention to your left, would bring the right knee up. And then whenever you're ready, bring the foot to the butt first, and then place it as high as you can on the thigh. Bring the hands to the heart. Whenever you're ready, shooting your prayer up to the sky. And while doing so, make sure that you're not allowing the knee to fall inwards. Engaging your belly and relaxing the shoulders. That is really the tricky part. Let's do one more inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, both hands to the heart. We're going to bring that right knee forward. We're going to grab hold of the big toe in yogi toe lock from the outside of the foot. So do your best to straighten your legs. If it's really too much, if you're not warmed up enough, you can always grab hold of the knee. So after reaching out, bring the left arm up, and we're going to open up towards the left. Remember, it's not so much about how far you go, especially if you have tight hamstrings. It's really about finding your balance, finding your straight line. On your next inhalation, bring that leg back to the center. Place your hands on your hips. Lift that right leg a little higher. And then very gently bring it back to the mat like nothing ever happened. Nothing never really happened, right? I mean, we're all going to forget about it in 5 minutes when another shitty posture is going to show up. Bring the left foot to the bat. Place it on the thigh. Hands to the heart. Reaching up. So you can have the palms of the hands together. You can open them up. As long as you're finding your drishti, relaxing your shoulders and finding a sense of openness, you're doing it right. Alright, one more inhale, a little higher. Exhale, hands to the heart. Bring the knee forward first, it kind of help, and then grab hold of the big toe in yogi toe lock. And do the best you can to straighten your leg. And do the best you can to bring the crown up. So it's really about standing upright. One more inhale here, reach up with the right arm. Exhale, you're going to open up, and maybe you're going to fall out. Bettina, I think I'm messing up the balance of Bettina. I'm so sorry. It's like a domino effect, right? Everybody starts just falling out. So wherever you are, maybe just grab hold of your knee. It's really not interesting how far you go. Bring the foot back to the center, place the hands on the hips, maybe point the foot, square the hips, lift a little higher, and then exhale, slowly bring it all down. Alright, 2 variations. You're either going to come to Garuda Asana, wrapping the right over the left, or if you can come to half a lotus, you're going to go for that. So just see how far you go. Unless you have any severe knee issues, it should be available for most of us. You're going to bring the right arm from behind you, grab hold of the big toe, and then very gently, you're going to bring yourself all the way down to the mat. Maybe you're just going to stay up standing. So again, just go for Garuda Asana if half a lotus is not available for you today. Remember that it's always about not how deep or how far, but how well. Very gently in the next inhalation, bring it all back up to stand. Letting go of the foot, letting go of the arms, give everything a little shake. Let's do the other side. So choose the same variation, of course. So either half a lotus or Garuda Asana. Bring the left arm behind you if you're in half a lotus and you don't have a microphone. Grab hold of that big toe, and then whenever you're ready, bring yourself down. Relax the head, relax the neck, the mouth, the lips. If you did Garuda Asana on the other side, please do the same here, right? So we want to maintain equanimity in the body. Very gently rising up. Let everything go. Give everything a little shake. All over and behind you. Let's come to the front of the mat. We're going to make our way down to downward facing dog. Exhaling everything out. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale it out. In next inhalation, circle the arms, see your thumbs. Exhale, fall over the legs. Inhale, look up, prepare. Exhale, jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Finding yourself back in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's do one more inhale here. Exhale it out. In the next inhalation, lift the heels high, bend the knees deeply, and jump forward into a squat. So if it's really hard for you to bring the heels down, it's usually probably because your squat is too narrow. So it's always good to use the mat as indication. Come to prayer, open the heart and the chest. Maybe just close the eyes for a moment. Just enjoy the buzz, the sweat, the heat. Now, if squat is not really your favorite pose, luckily for you, something much worse is coming. So squat will become your favorite very soon. We're going to come to Titibhasana. So let's bring the feet in. So you want to slightly rise up. And we're going to grab hold of the ankles from behind. So you really have to place your knees or your shoulders underneath your knees. And then you want to place the palms of the hands behind your feet. And the fingers are facing forward. So that means that you really have to sit low. It's a little bit awkward, but it's actually just about getting the hang of it. So the more you're going to bend the knees and the more you're going to lean back, the flatter the palms become. Then eventually, if you do it long enough, the feet are going to take off. Yeah. Using blocks is really wise if you cannot reach up on your own. And then maybe you're going to open your legs. Yeah. Looking up, landing down. Woo. Give everything a little shake. All right. So let's move a little bit further with this. We're gonna bring the right hip up. Give it a little cradle. Then whenever you're ready, placing the right knee on your right shoulder And if the shoulder is not available for you, you can always place it on the upper arm. But just see how far you go. We're pretty warmed up, so you should have space. Right hands come down. You're going to flex the left foot until the lower back will rise up. Grabbing hold of the right foot with the left hand. And you're going to open up towards the left. It's a delicious stretch if you just give in. Make sure that you're flexing the left foot. Yeah. Keep on lifting from the lower back. And you know, if you can straighten that right leg today, maybe it's going to happen next year. Who cares? At least you have something to work on. One more inhale, a little higher. Exhale, come back to center. We're going to place that knee a little higher. We're going to place both hands down on the mat. And we're going to lift the butt. Just lift the butt off the mat. Remember, it's balance, right? It's about dividing the weight. And then begin to lift the left leg too. So you really have to engage your left thigh. And then maybe you're going to bring that foot on top of the right. And you're going to open up towards the right. Only to collapse on the mat really gently. It's been a long day, girls. And now we're going to do the other side. So you're going to open the left hip. So you know, some days you feel like a ballerina, and some days you feel like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. And it just keeps it interesting, right? Imagine if you will master all your poses within 6 months. Nobody will do yoga. Flex that right foot, reach up. You're going to open up, looking under your right armpit. And remember, the more you're going to flex that right foot, the easier it will be to lift from the lower back. Yeah. Let's come back to center. Kind of wear that knee a little higher. Both hands come down, lifting the butt off, lifting the foot with it. And maybe you're just going to stay here today. Maybe you're going to see what happens if you begin to bend your elbows. I always leave my best friend for Bettina. Let's give everything a little shake. I'm just going to have a moment of rest in Janu Shirshasana. Bring the right knee in, open the knee joint, flex that left leg, square the chest and the heart, so you want to lengthen the lower back. Take a deep breath, inhale, exhale, come down, inhale, open up, exhale, falling over the leg. Really make sure you're not falling into one side or another. So the right side of the body and the left side of the body are equal in length. And flex the foot, because we're not just chilling out. We're really saying hello to our left hamstring. Relax the shoulders wherever you are. Gently, in your next inhalation, begin to rise up. We're going to bring the right knee in, give the legs a little shake, and let's do the other side. Left knee comes in. And make sure that you're really going to lift from the lower back, because this will give you more space to fall forward from your hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, grab hold of the foot or the shin. Inhale, open up, square your shoulders. And then exhale, melting down over the leg. And again, you're not leaning into the right side of the body. Searching for equanimity wherever you are. gently in the next inhalation, begin to rise up. Bring the left knee in, give the legs a little shake. Let's just take a vinyasa to make sure we're not cooling down. So you can jump back or just step back to a plank. Open the heart and the chest. And then jump yourself back to sit as lightly as you can. Going for another variation of Janu Shirshasana, we're going to come to half a lotus again. If this is not available for you, just do the same variation. Otherwise, you're going to bring the right knee in as much as you can, sitting tall. Inhale, bring the right arm behind you, grab hold of the big toe. Inhale, lengthen the left side. Exhale, grab hold of the foot from above, from inside, outside. It's all the same, as long as you're thinking about squaring your shoulders. So yeah, notice how it's really easy to fall to the left. It's not what we're looking for. If this is not available for you, just do the same variation as we've done before. Very gently in the next inhalation, begin to rise up. Be careful with that knee. Bring that leg out, give the legs a little shake. Let's do the other side. So bring the knee in first. And the more you're going to bring that knee in, the easier it will be to fall forward. Reach up with the left arm, grab hold of the big toe from the top. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, square your shoulders. Don't lean to one side or another. And then diving forward with a crown. Very gently letting go of everything you are holding on to. Give the legs a little shake. One more vinyasa here to keep up the warmth. Maybe jump back. Now while we're preparing for Paschimottanasana, we're going to try and get there in the most complicated way. So we're going to jump the feet through to sit. So you want to lift your heels high. You want to bend your knees deeply. You want to kind of like have little forces like you're going to sprint. And then eventually, you're just going to throw your legs through. It's my only trick. It's only because I have really long arms. So just walk the flesh of the buttocks away. And begin to lengthen the back and the belly. Reaching up, reaching up, reaching up. Exhale, just come a little bit forward. Inhale, lengthen your belly. Exhale, falling down. Inhale, open the heart and the chest. Exhale, you can melt down, releasing your forearms next to your shins. Maybe you want to grab hold of the feet, outside, inside. So like while enjoying this incredible buzz of strong practice and jumping up and down, it's always also good to remember that it's not really what we're here for. You can have the most amazing practice, you can have the most flexible hamstrings, and you're still going to be a prick. I mean, no one cares if you have an amazing practice if you make them feel horrible. People are always going to remember how you make them feel. They're not going to remember your downward facing dog. Remember that. Let's stay here for last 10 inhalations. 10 last exhalations. If you haven't visited your maximum yet and you would like to go there, this is your chance. Relax the shoulders if you're reaching forward. Relax the shoulders if they're reaching to your ears. well. Once you've exhaled your 10th out breath, very gently begin to rise up. We're going to bring the arms with us. We're going to start with a warm-up for the real thing. So first place your feet where the knees were. Feet are in hip width. Take a deep breath. Inhale, reaching up. Make sure the feet are still parallel to each other. Lift a little higher and then drop the head back. Staying here for 10. Staying here for 9. Press all 10 toes down. 7. Spread your fingers wide. 5. All the toes are still pressing down. So really use your feet and your hands to support the hips to come even higher. I think we must be in 3 already. 2. 1 more. And then exhale. Bring your butt down. This time we're going to straighten the legs. Point the feet. We're going to do the full Pavatanasana. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Open the heart and the chest. And then lift the hips high and bring the toes down towards the mat. Once again, looking backwards. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just when you stop looking, somebody leaves the room. Thanks, Natalia. Let's lift the feet up, finding yourself in Avasana. And then gently begin to straighten your legs if you can, without falling backwards. Maybe flexing the feet if you're up there. One more inhale, a little higher. Exhale, crossing the shins, jumping back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Or maybe just step back to downward facing dog if you're done with all this nonsense. Let's exhale everything out. Taking a deep breath in. Exhaling everything out. What are we going to do? On your next inhalation, lift the right. It's just like, oh, so many things, so many options. Okay, on your next inhalation, bring the right leg up in the air. We're going to bring the foot forward and we're going to come to Anjaneyasana once again. Let's come to another twist to release the lower back. So you're going to find your balance first. You really have to be comfortable, otherwise everything else is going to mess up. We're going to stick the right thumb in the right hip crease. Inhale, lengthen your left side. Exhale, you're going to place the left hand outside the right foot. Maybe use a block if your arms are not creepily long like mine. And then bring that right arm up. And if you'd like, bring it overhead. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Now you can either stay here. If you'd like to take this forward, bring the right arm behind your back and come to a bind. Keep on breathing. Working on your hip flexors. On your next inhalation, let go of the bind. If you're in one, both hands on each side of the foot. Step back to downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. On your next inhalation, lift the left leg up in the air, bringing it between the hands. Feet are in hip width, rise up Anjaneyasana. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, settle in first. Inhale, find your balance. Exhale, left thumb in the left hip crease. Inhale, lengthen your right side. Exhale, right hand comes outside. The left foot, reaching up with the left arm. And really stay for a few breaths first. Make sure that the crown is shooting forward. Maybe you want to bring that arm overhead first for a nice little extra stretch. If you came to a bind on the other side, maybe you'd like to do the same here. Or maybe you're just happy to still be alive and breathing. If you're in a bind, gently let it go. Both hands down on the mat, downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's do one more inhale here. Exhaling everything out. On your next inhalation, lift the right leg up in the air, bringing it between the hands. Once again, we're going to go to standing splits. Hop up. Begin to lengthen the belly. Make sure that your hips are really square here. So you want to flex. Usually it helps to flex the left foot. And then very gently begin to lift your hands into prayer. We're coming to warrior three. So you really have to work with your glutes on the right side. You want to lengthen that back leg completely, and you want to lift your heart higher than your hips. Sounds totally crazy, but warrior three is actually a heart opener. So lift the heart a little higher. Yes. Very gently bend that front knee, step back, downward facing dog. We're almost coming down to the mat, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhalation, lift the left leg up in the air, bring in between the hands, hop up, standing splits. And the more you're going to square the hips, the more you're going to flex that back foot and press the wall behind you with your heel, the easier it will be to begin to rise up. Or maybe not, maybe you're just going to give it a few tries. Make sure that the hips are square. If you're solid and you found your balance, begin to open the heart higher than the hips. Think about opening the heart and the chest. Yes. And then very gently bring it all back down, downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhaling. Exhale it out. One more breath in. Exhale it, everything out. So on your next inhalation, come forward to a plank. One last chaturanga, make it count. Inhale, roll over the toes, open the heart and the chest. Curling the toes under back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhalation, come forward to a plank. Exhale, we're going to stay there just for a few moments. So please shuffle your feet and your hands as much as you need to make sure that your butt is not sticking up or down. And after that, spread your fingers wide, engage your belly and your thighs. Bring the crown forward, shoot your heels back. We're almost done. It's good for you, or at least so they say. 4, we're going to micro bend the elbows. 3, micro bend the elbows. 2, micro bend. 1, stay where you are, don't collapse. And then gently prepare yourself for Bhujangasana. Maybe bring the fingers further down so they're in line with your nipples or your chest. Bring the elbows in, press the top of the feet down. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, you're going to open the heart and the chest. And the more you're going to press the wrist down, the easier it will be to open the heart. So the pubic bone is down, it's still quite low. You're going to have plenty of back bends to come. One more inhale here, reach up. Exhale, come down on the right side of the face. Arms alongside the body, heels to opposite sides. Give everything a little shake. Now on your next inhalation, bring the forehead to the mat. We're going to come to half Shalabhasana first. You're going to interlace the hands behind the back. Make sure that you're going to press the feet down so much until the knees will come off the mat. Take a deep breath, inhale, and then exhale, lift only the heart and the chest. So the arms are above the body. They don't touch the butt or the thighs. The neck is really long, so you're looking down or forward, but not up. And keep on pressing those feet down like somebody's standing on your feet. Yeah, exactly. Even rolling the shoulder backwards. Take one more inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, left side of the face. Arms alongside the body, heels to opposite side. On your next inhalation, bring the forehead to the mat. We're going to flip the palms down on the mat as well. And you're going to begin to lengthen your arms like you're going to try and reach towards your knees. So the shoulders are really coming further back. Now bring the feet together if you haven't done so already. Engage the thighs until the knees are off the mat. Take a deep breath, inhale, and then lift only the feet up. So the palms of the hands and the forehead are really pressing down and the feet are super high. Now take one more inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, lift the heart and the chest and the arms off the mat. So nothing touches the mat but your pubic bone. You're still looking down and forward. Gently begin to bend your knees, grab hold of the ankles and immediately flex the feet. So we're in Dhanurasana, yeah. Sometimes it's just easier if you actually just roll into it. Let's do one more. Inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, gently bring everything down. Give everything a little shake. And instead of thinking, oh my God, how much longer? There's only about 15 minutes longer. Just think, oh my God, I'm so up. You know, you have all this juice and pulse in your lower back. So on your next inhalation, bring the forehead to the mat. We're going to bend the knees, we're going to flex the feet, we're going to grab hold of the ankles. Taking a deep breath, inhale, reach up. Exhale, open up, flex those feet, and really try to touch the wall behind you with those toes. So you want to grab hold of the ankles, not the feet. And then you want to flex those feet. Yeah, so this way you're really protecting your knees. Beautiful, everyone. Take one more inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, slowly bring it all down. Give everything a little shake. Third and last Dhanurasana. On your next inhalation, you're going to bend the knees, you're going to flex the feet. You can grab hold of the feet from the outside like we've done before. You can also grab hold of the feet from the inside. But then make sure that your thumbs are reaching up in order to make sure that you're rotating the chest open. So if you're not sure of how to grab hold your feet from the inside, just do the same variation. Keep on breathing. Open the heart, open the chest. You're still flexing your feet. You're still flexing your feet, even here. Flexing them in that the toes are reaching back. Yes. One more inhale, a little higher. Exhale, come down. Give everything a little wiggle. And then very gently roll over to your backs. I feel that maybe we need a little change of atmosphere. If there is anyone still watching at home, if they haven't thought, you know what, I'm just going to go and have dinner. You guys are not as fortunate. Free bridges, free wheels. Let's do it. We're going to place the feet where the knees were. And we're going to measure the distance between the feet and the seat. And we are going to come to Setubandha Asana to begin with. So take a deep breath, inhale, lifting the hips high. Interlace the hands behind the back, roll one shoulder, then another. Make sure that you're really pressing the arms down, so you're using your arms as leverage to lift up. Don't allow the knees to open too wide, and let's get going. On your next inhalation, placing the hands next to the ears. Inhale, come to the crown of the head. Bring the elbows in first, and then rise all the way up. And count yourself 3 or maybe 8 or maybe even 10 breaths. Give the head a little shake and really straighten the arms. And then gently bring the chin in, coming down. And just take a moment to swing the knees from side to side. Don't bring them in. We have 2 more rounds. So for the next 2 rounds, you're going to be your own guru. You're going to be your own teacher. You're going to decide what you need to do. Do you want to come to Setubandha Asana first? Do you want to start with a bridge and then go for a wheel? Go for it. Do you want to come right away to a full wheel and then stay there for a while? Go for it. Do you want to do it in stages? Just see what is it that you need. And make sure that although somebody is not going to count your breath or notice what you're doing, that you're also not going to cheat. Maybe maybe a little easier to always take a shortcut if no one is looking. So if you're in your second wheel, count for yourself 5, 8, 10 breaths. Then come down, take a rest. Maybe you choose to stay up for longer and you're okay with it, and this is where you finish. If you've been down for a while now on your next inhalation, I'm actually just about to, no, I'm going to shut up. Automatic pilot. So if you haven't gone for your third round, this is your chance. And otherwise, if you're done with all this mumbo jumbo, you can also just bring your knees in, give them a squeeze, taking rest. Democracy sounds so good on paper, but it always just goes wrong when everybody gets the chance to decide what to do. So let's bring the knees in. We're going to give them a little shake, or well, we're going to give them a little swirl. So you can make small circles with the knees to the right or small circles with the knees to the left. Maybe you want to come to a happy baby if you feel the need to relax the lower back. When you're done with that, maybe you just want to throw the legs up in the air, give them a little shake, adding the arms, the wrists, the fingers. Whenever you're ready, wrapping the right leg over the left. This is a little bit too early for this. Not yet. We still have a climax to reach to. So we're going to stay in a spinal twist just for a little bit. So if there is one thing I can advise you or ask you to do, is just focus on staying here and now. Focus on your breath. Focus on the way your lower back feels. But don't wander away. Very gently bring the knees back to the center, unwrap the legs and give them a little shake. And then come to the outside. Then we're going to roll over and come to a squat for a moment. So make your way in whichever creative and beautiful way you'd like. So we're going to end the class with an inversion, and I'm going to give you a few options here to do whatever you want. So you can come to a headstand again if you'd like, but sometimes it's also nice to do something else. So you can come to a shoulder stand if you're not really feeling like putting more pressure on the neck. Maybe you'd like to come to a tripod headstand. So I'm going to show you a really nice way to get there. We're going to go there through Bakasana, because when you're in the Bakasana, the crown of the head is really close to the mat. So you can just have a look for a moment and then just choose the variation that you're going to do this evening. So in Bakasana, you're going to lift one leg, you're going to lift another leg, and you're going to stay here for, as long as you like. And then notice how easy it is to literally just crash down. And then you're going to make sure that your elbows are in shoulder width. And maybe you're going to lift up. So it's much easier than it looks like. You just have to tilt forward a little bit. Give it a try. And otherwise, shoulder stand or a headstand. You all look really ecstatic about it. This is what happens when you give people choice. Okay, tripod headstand, everybody. So it's always nice to go to a Bakasana from a squat because it's just kind of easy to jump in. And then you'll be surprised how easy it is to bring the crown down. And maybe today you're not going to come up all the way, right? But even if you only bring the crown down and just bend your feet, this is already a preparation. If you're going up all the way, make sure that your elbows are in shoulder width. It's nice to get out of your comfort zone every once in a while, right? So wherever you are, if you're in an inversion, maybe count yourself last 10 breaths. If you're in a headstand, come to a child pose, of course, eventually. If you're at home doing a shoulder stand, make sure that you're going to come to Halasana and Matsyasana. And then gently, we're going to make it our kind of a concrete step towards Shavasana. So make sure that you're warm enough. Maybe you want to grab your socks or your long sleeve, rotating the palms of the hands towards the sky. Maybe imagine someone gently pressing the palms of their hands on your shoulders, allowing you to open the heart and the chest even more. And then take a deep breath, inhale through the nose, and then open your mouth and say, Shavasana. You nailed it. Time to sink into the earth. yourself a good stretch. Whenever you're ready, begin to bend the knees, roll over to the right side. Stay there for a moment or two. Take your time to come out of Shavasana. Whenever you're ready, bring yourself to sit with the help of your left hand, maybe coming to a full lotus or half a lotus. Maybe you want to use a block underneath your seat. Then once you found your seat, once again find the back of the sitting bones. Allow the hands to rest on the thighs or the knees, or maybe you want to bring them towards the center of the body. Roll the shoulder backwards and then allow them to fall down to the earth. And just take a moment to find your seat. Take a moment to feel the fruits of your practice and dedication and hard work. Regardless of what went through your head this evening, you showed up. And you did your best. And eventually, that's what counts, just showing up. Let's bring the hands to the heart in Namaste, closing the practice with 3 times Om. I'm going to exhale everything out. Taking a deep breath, inhale, fill up a little bit more, then fill up all the way to the crown. Yeah. Bolo Sadhguru Bhagavan Ki. Jai. Open the eyes, bowing down to yourself, your own guru, and all the other gurus that come your way. The happy, the wicked, the virtuous, the unhappy. Everyone is a guru, right? Hey, have a fantastic evening. Super gezellig. In the midst of it feels like winter already. Be happy, be free. See you when I see you. Have a great evening. If you want to stay for a level 1, Tobias is already here. All right.
Saraswati Namaha Saraswati Namaha Saraswati 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 Namaha